Hi everyone, today I'm going to be playing La Granja No Siesta, which is a dice game version of La Granja, and I'm going to be playing a two-player game. So in this game we are basically rolling dice and filling in a sheet, which if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I really like to begin with. In this game, we are each running small farms and we will be trying to employ helpers, fulfill orders that we can send to the market. We will be trying some overseas trading to build some roofs and have extra storage in our warehouse if we get too much stuff. But that will all happen over the course of the game. So, in a round, I am the pig, which means I'm the first player. I roll the 5 dice for a two-player game. And at other player counts, you'll roll in between everybody taking a dice. But in the two-player game, there's only one roll, and then it's kind of, you know what's available, and you know what you can and can't take. So now I have these 5 dice, and before we start picking, we're going to draft these dice between us. I'm playing against Little Glass Marty, by the way. I'll just quickly go through the places on the farm where we use our dice. So first of all, we have the barn roof. Bits of this are completed by getting money. See there, the symbol for money. That's all you ever need for the roofs. You get this many points at the end of the game, and you go to the little pile of roof tiles, you'll randomly get one, and there'll usually be a power that you can use later by turning it face down, but you'll still get the points for putting the roof there, but you'll get some kind of little power, or maybe they'll be worth points or things, or extra resources that will be gotten from the revenue dice. So that's the roof tiles. Then we have the helpers. These want various commodities here, and you don't have to fill them in any order. So depending on the ones you roll, you might not go for the left-hand ones. And these that require more commodities are worth points at the end of the game. When we have completely filled in one section of our helpers, at the end of the round, we can then select a helper. And I'll go through what these do when it comes to it, but we have a choice of 6 of our own, and we both have the same set of powers. And in the middle of the table, in a two-player game, there are these 6 grey helpers. And there's only one of each of those, so we have the choice of those as well. But over the course of the game, we have a selection of 12, but we can only ever fill 6 spaces. And this is at the back of the rulebook as an experienced variant, but I just thought I'd throw it in to show you how it changes the game a little bit. So then we have long distance trade over here. To complete these, at the same time in one round, you need to have 3 of a certain resource. Then you can check the box off. It's going to be worth 2 points at the end of the game, and you'll get a commodity. So commodities are wildcard resources, and they're the only thing that can stick around between rounds. You can only store 1, but you can save them for next round, whereas everything else is lost if you don't use it. We have carts here. These need to be filled from left to right of certain resources. You also need a number of donkeys. And for completing it, you will get a commodity, which is the same wildcard thing as the overseas trading gives you. You will get to place one of your discs on the market, which can give you points at the end of the game for various things. And if you're the first person to complete a cart, you'll get the big number of points. If you're the second, you'll get the small number of points. Well, anyone after the first gets the small number of points. Finally, we have the warehouse and stable. Now, these are kind of, if you've rolled too many of something, and you have nowhere else to put it, then you can put it in the warehouse. But for every completed column in the warehouse and in the stables, you will get a point at the end of the game. Another thing you can do that isn't on your scoring sheet is the siesta track. So when you get these little symbols there, you can move up on this siesta track, and every space you move is worth a point at the end of the game. When you go onto these spaces, you will get an extra disc, which can be really useful, as we'll see. And whenever somebody gets to the very top there, it signals the end of the game. So let's get started. So I'm the first player. I have rolled these dice, and one at a time we will take one each, and the one that is left behind after we've both taken 2, both of us get. So I think I would like to make a push for roof tiles. So I am going to take a money revenue. So I take the dice away, and I place one of my discs here. I start with 4 discs available to me, and I place it on the money there to show that I've got a money to use in the revenue phase. And the discs are important because there are powers that move things around on this track. Marty, I think he is going to go for these resources. And when you take this dice, you can take both of the things on it. You can take the olives and the wheat. So he's going to take that. So he is going to use 2 of his discs to place on each of those. Back to me, and the other money has been left, so it would be rude not to take it. I'm going to take a second cash. And now Marty, he has the 2 there, so if he takes a grape, then it's going to be the 3rd one in the line for this cart here. So he's going to take a grape. And now we both get a hat to move up on the siesta track. And you see there, by taking the dice that gives him 2 things, he's used all of his discs. If there had been 2 dice like this and he'd taken both, he would have used all 4 discs on these 2 dice and wouldn't have been able to take this extra thing. So that's something to bear in mind in future, but we can get more discs on this track. So let's go to me first. I've got no powers that adjust anything, so there's nothing much to worry about. I've got 2 cash, and I am spending it on roof tiles, so I will cross off these 2 spaces here. And I've got my first roof tile. So I will rummage through the pile here and just grab this one. Oh, this one doesn't give me any kind of power, but it's a point at the end of the game. So I have scored 2 points right there. Also, I have 1 movement on the siesta track. So 1 more and I'll get another disc. Marty is going straight for the carts. So he has got the olive, the wheat, and the grape. So we can get rid of all of those. And he's got 1 movement on the siesta track as well. Okay, it's the end of the round. Nobody's completed any helpers, so no one has that to do. The pig passes to Marty, and he gets to roll the dice. And he gets first pick. So he wants the same again, really. So he is going to grab the olive and the wheat. I think I'll just take a money, because there's only 1 of that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to take it. Marty, well, grape's next in line, so he's going to take a grape. Although, should he take a grape? Because there's 2 grapes out there. He knows he's at least going to end up with 1 at the very end of the round, because I can't take both, so he might as well take the pig. And I don't have much choice. I'm taking a grape. And for both of us, there is another grape. So, starting with Marty, he has the same again. Olive, wheat, grape. And he's very close to doing this. And he has a pig. What would he like to do with that? I think he is going to start making his way towards his first helper. He just needs another wheat in a future round. And he could have used this wheat, but since you have to fill in these things left to right, he wouldn't have been able to put the grape in if he had used the wheat elsewhere. So that's everything for Marty. For me, I have 2 grapes and a coin. I think I am going to put the coin up here, work on the next roof tile, and then I'll put the 2 grapes down here, because that's a nice start for this cart. Okay, I am the first player again. I'll roll the dice. See what the revenue is this round. And there's a lot of grapes again. So I can see that Marty needs the olive and the wheat, and then he's done the cart. So I'm taking the olive and the wheat. Marty sees that it's grapes and a pig, so he'll take the pig just because everybody's getting grapes this round. There's not much drafting there. So what's he got? He's got pig, grape, grape. And I have got olive, wheat, grape, grape. Okay, so I will use the olive there. So I'm progressing that a little bit. Then what have I got? I've got the wheat and the grape. Let's start on helpers. I'll put the wheat there and the grape there. I don't think we've had any donkeys yet. Okay, that's it for another round. Marty gets the pig. He rolls. There's the donkeys. So he is definitely going to take the wheat and the olive because he can finish this cart then, and if he can grab a donkey, then that's done. And surely he can. I can't take them both away. So I'm going to take a cash. Marty is going to take a donk. Well, he might as well take the other cash again, because then I'm left with no choice. Marty gets a donkey. Well, actually, we both get that donkey. So he has cash, donkey. I get donkey, cash, donkey. So Marty's definitely going to use the olive and the wheat to finish this. And with the donkey, that is done. So for completing this, he gets a commodity. and that can be used as anything now. He also gets to place one of his discs on the market, and this is a little early really, because this uses up one of his 4 available discs. He doesn't get these until he moves up on the Siesta track, so he's going to have less choice if he wants to be taking these doubles. He might only be able to take one of the 2 options. So, briefly, the points at the end of the game are a point for every disc you have available to you, so not that you've placed on the market and not in the supply still. A point for every column of the warehouse, so an extra point for every column of the warehouse you filled in, an extra point for every roof tile, an extra point for every column of the stables that you've filled in down here, a point for every helper that you've hired, and a point for every overseas shipping deal that you've made. So, Marty is really not doing much. He hasn't got much to go on, so I think he will go for... Let's have him go for helpers. And he's really going to try and focus on helpers now. So he has a money left over. I think he'll use that on a helper then and start filling that in a little. He has the commodity, but I think he'll wait until there's a better opportunity to use that. Me, I have 2 donkeys and a money. So I think I'm going to use 1 donkey there so I can get a helper. I'll use another donkey there so I'm on the way to using the cart. And then my money will be used up here to grab a roof tile. So the roof tile I get, oh dear, I'm knocking them all over, is this one. It is a pig, so at any time on my turn, I can flip this pig over and treat it as if I had a pig on the revenue. It's the end of the round, so now I get to pick a helper, so I'll show you what these do. So this is once per round, you can move one of your discs along spaces where there are arrows. So basically along the commodities here, not on the Siesta track or the commodity there. Here you can complete carts and you don't need donkeys. This one gives you an extra money to spend every time you complete a column in the warehouse or the stables. This lets you draw 2 when you have to take roof tiles. You draw 2 and keep 1. This lets you take 1 of these 3 goods when you complete an overseas shipping. And this one lets you, once per turn, you can treat a commodity as if it was a hat symbol. The grey helpers are, you may copy another person's helper, but it's going to cost you a disc. Roof tiles are 1 cheaper from now on. You can use a donkey from your revenue board to use up to 2 things from your warehouse. Usually when they're put in here, they're there for good. You can cross out the things from the warehouse, scribble them out, so they're not going to count for points at the end of the game, but you can use them elsewhere, so they can come out of your warehouse and stables. Once per round, you can treat a donkey as if it was a hat or vice versa. With this one, you can ignore the order for your carts, so the left to right order. And here, when you complete overseas shipping, you will get a hat. I think I would like this discount on roof tiles. So this goes there in the space that I've filled up. And that is the end of the round. So I am the first player again. I will roll the dice. Oh dear, that's not very good for Marty because he doesn't really have the discs to take these things. I could do with a pig there to get another helper. I think I'm going to take that. Marty wants to go for helpers, so I think he wants this. But, oh, his commodity, I've just realised that his commodity is using up another disc. So he should probably have used that. Oh, yes, it would have been silly for him to keep this commodity. So we'll just say that he crossed off the cheapest helper and he wants to go into helpers. What really helps him? He'll take this that lets him switch things. Because although he doesn't have that many discs, he's got some options now. So a little bit of a cheat for Marty there, but I am playing a little poorly for him. See, he would like a wheat and a donkey, but that's not really an option. I think he'll take a cash away because he knows that I will want money. For the roof tiles, I will take the grape because I know Marty doesn't really want these. And Marty doesn't have much choice here. He will take this, but what will he take it as? I think he'll take that as a wheat. So he basically gets just one. He gets to choose for each dice, 1 from each dice, or he could take 1 of each. But he will take, yeah, he'll take another wheat. Okay, so what do I have? Grape, pig, and 1 of each of these. So I will definitely use an olive over here, I think. So I'm getting on the way there. So that's used up. I will use the pig here, and then I'm going to get another helper at the end of the round. So what do I now have? A wheat and a grape. I think I'll just use the grape there and the wheat there. And I'm going for helpers, it looks like now. So I will get one at the end of the round. Marty, meanwhile, he is going to use his power to turn the coin into a pig, and he's going to start work on this huge cart down here. And the 2 wheat, he will use one there, and he'll put his other one in his warehouse. At the end of the round, I can grab a helper, and I think I would like the one that lets me choose between roof tiles. So Marty's the first player again. We haven't seen many hats. He wants to roll some hat. There we go. I think he will just take that hat. Yes, he wants to get another disc. I'll take the donkey since it's the only different thing out there. And then it looks like we both get a coin and a shared coin. So 2 coins and a donkey for me. And hat, coin, coin for Marty. But he has got the switching thing, remember. So he moves up 1 on the Siesta track. He grabs a new disc. And now he has 2 cash. Does he want a roof tile? Yeah, I think he'll just go for a roof tile. It's a point. And it might be something quite nice that he draws. He'll take this one. And it's a point. So 2 points there for 2 money, not bad. He could have switched things, but I think he's happy with the roof tile. As for me, I have 2 cash, so I will use the 2 cash on here. And remember, my roof tiles are 1 cheaper, so I will finish this roof tile with the 2 coins. When I complete the roof tile, I draw 2 now and keep 1. So I can either have a grape for the future or I can have a money for the future. Let's take the money. So at any point now, I can flip this over and treat it as if I'd rolled an extra money. Oh, I have a pig as well that I could use at some point. So finally I have a donkey. I think I'll just cross this off and let's use the money now actually. And let's grab another helper. And it's the end of the round. The helper I pick is going to be the one that Marty grabbed, the left to right movement on the goods there. So it's back to me as first player. We roll the dice. I think I would definitely like the extra movement on the Siesta track to catch up and grab another disc. Marty, he's going to grab the pig because he's hoping to turn that into a donkey and grab another helper. I will grab the money and then Marty gets... So he has pig, 1 of each. I have money and hat, and 1 of each. Marty has to choose between the 2 because he only has 1 disc left for this shared dice. He will take wheat, actually. I think he might have changed his mind to what he'll do this turn. So I'm the first player. I'm going to use my ability to turn the olive into a wheat, and then I'm going to fill in coin, hat, wheat, wheat. Oh, I should cross that 5 off actually because I can't get the 5 points because Marty got there first if I ever do this one. But I just need a donkey and then I've done this one. I have given up though getting another disc, so I'm going to be in the situation Marty was in where I haven't got the discs before I've finished this, but I could wait to get the donkey until I've got another hat. Marty, he is going to use his power to turn this olive into a wheat. Now he has 3 wheat at the same time, and he will be able to complete this overseas order. It gives him a commodity, so he can use that as any of these normal things here. I think he will use his pig down here to keep filling this big one in. And does he want to use his commodity yet? Because it's a disc being used up, remember. I think he'll use it as a donkey so he can take another helper at the end of the round. It is the end of the round, so what does he want? I think he would like the right to use donkeys as hats. Which doesn't sound very good for the donkeys, but let's see. Marty is the first player now. He rolls the dice. And I think he will take a donkey to be used as a hat. And that's annoying for me because I needed a donkey. But I will take the... I'll take the coin. Maybe I can get another roof tile. Marty, he'll take the pig just because it's different to the grape. Or does he want 2 grapes? I don't think he wants 2 grapes. Yes, he'll take the pig. And then I get the grape and we each get 1. So I have coin, grape, grape. Marty has donkey, pig, grape. And what will we do? So he can use a donkey as a hat, which he will use, but he will put the hat down here. Then he can use the pig down there as well. And he'll use his power to shift the grape into a coin. And he is getting very nicely along this track down here. For me, I have 2 grapes and a coin. And I am just going to use my power and complete the overseas order for grapes. 3 grapes in one go. And I get a commodity. Should I use that? I could use the commodity as a donkey and complete that order. Yes, I think I'll do that. So, I've done the donkey. Marty can cross the 7 off there because he can never have those 7 points. And I get another commodity for completing the order, so I'm still okay there. I put one of my discs on there at the end of the round. So do I want to use the other commodity now? I think I do, because I'm going to end up with 2 discs if I keep the commodity. I think I'll use the commodity as just a money. And let's get to work on these roof tiles, because the bonus I will take is having roof tiles. In a 2-player game, only 1 person can have each of the bonuses as well. I'm the first player again. Roll the dice. I think I will take the hat. Marty will take the donkey so he can use it as a hat. I'm going to take the money for the roof tile here. Marty, what is he doing now? He would like the pig, actually, for this down there. And then he could use the donkey as a... Oh, that's very nice. So, what do I have? Money, hat, grape. Marty has donkey, pig, grape. Didn't he have that last time? Something very similar anyway. I'm going to use the coin up there. And with my free roof tile thing, I will draw... Oh, that one. I know what that one is. I'll draw 2. And let's just grab one. I can either have 2 donkeys or 2 olives. I'll take the 2 olives, and I think I might be using those. So I've used the cash. I could save them and then I could do the order in future, or I could start crossing off things here. Yeah, let's save them. So the grapes will just be used there, and the hat I'm going to use on the Siesta track. So now I can get my next disc and be back up to 4. Marty is going to use the pig down here. He will use the donkey as a hat. And he will use his power. Should he use the power? He could use his power to turn the grape into a coin, but he hasn't got the donkeys. And he could, if he filled in one of his helpers as quickly as possible, which he does want to do, he could get this one where carts don't need donkeys. I think he will use the grape just for what it is down there. End of the round. Marty's the start player. He rolls the dice. And what does he need? He needs a donkey to finish that helper, so he can then do the thing. I can see that Marty can turn a grape into a coin, so maybe I want to take the grape so he can't do that. I'll take the grape. So, grape. Marty has the donkey. And back to Marty. He doesn't want to leave 2 hats for me to have 2. I will take that and then we'll both share that, I suppose. So, and then Marty has hat and these 2. I probably didn't need to take the grape away, actually, because Marty can't do that this turn. But he would be ready next turn, so maybe it was a good idea. So I think he will use the hat for its intended purpose and move up the Siesta track. Then he will use the donkey to complete this helper space. And now he has these 2. I think he'll use the olive there. And then I suppose that leaves another wheat for there. That's not great. But anyway, that's what he's done. At the end of the round, he gets a helper. He's going to take the one that means he doesn't need donkeys for carts. I'm the first player. Roll the dice. Okay. What do I want? What's my aim? I would like to complete this triple olive on the track, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Maybe I could go for pigs. There's 2 pigs out there. But Marty will take the other one, I think, for coins. I'm going to take the pig. Marty will take the other pig. I will take the hat. Marty can take the donkey, and he can use it as if it was a hat, and we both get a grape. So I'm going to turn the grape into a money with my power there. And I will cross off another roof tile space. I'm going to use the hat to move up the track here. And I will use the pig on this big helper space. Marty will use the grape to get a thing there. He'll use the pig to be able to fill in this helper. And then the donkey he will use for... Oh, he didn't want to do that, did he? He wanted to turn that into a coin. He can wait for that. He will use the donkey as if it was a hat and keep moving along the track. Okay, Marty's first. Roll the dice. He wants a pig so he can use it as a coin. I will take these so I can do the triple olive thing. So I have those 2. Marty has a pig. What else does Marty want? He'll take a donkey, which means I have to take a grape. So I'm going to have 2 grapes. Marty gets a donkey and a grape. Let's turn the pig into a money so he can cross that off there. And then the grape can go there for another helper space. The donkey he will use as a hat and keep moving up. See, he might race to end the game. He gets to put a disc, he gets a commodity actually. And he will use the commodity, I don't know. He'll save it. Yeah, he'll save it for next round. But oh no, he can't because he's going to have to give up a disc right now. So he'll use the commodity as if it was a money and just cross off this space here on the big helper. So he has to put a disc away again. So what has he done? He's going for helpers. See, with moving up the siesta track so much, maybe he'll put a thing there, but he's got a lot of discs on here. I don't know. Yeah, he'll just put one up there. As for me, I can now flip over my roof tile and grab 2 olives and use the one I got here to cross this off. I get a commodity, and I'm going to get 2 points at the end of the game. I can't get the 9 points for that anymore, but I can get 7. Maybe I should try and do that. I will use my power to turn one of the grapes into a coin, so I can cross this off here. And then I have grape and wheat. So I haven't really got a use for any of those. Let's start building these. Maybe I can get some points in the warehouse. Do I want to use the commodity? I don't think so, right? Actually, I will use it as a money right there, because with my discount, I now get a roof tile again. And I have the choice of a hat or 2 grapes. Well, grapes aren't very useful to me, so I'll take the hat. And I'll just use it right now. So I go up the track again. Marty has a helper to pick from. He'll grab this, and then if he completes another overseas order, he can get extra movement on the siesta track, and he can really try and push to end the game. So I'm the first player. I have this choice. I think I kind of want to take hats away from Marty. I'm going to take... Yeah, I'll take hats. What does Marty want to do? Well, he wants hats, so I suppose that means he'll take a donkey. I will take the cash, which means Marty gets a grape and another grape. So I'm going to use the money and the hat there, so I can get another helper. And then the grape, well, that's just going to go in the warehouse. I really don't have a need for grapes at the moment. I do get a helper, though, for the end of the round. I think I'll take this. When I complete columns in the warehouse or stables, I get a money. So I really want olives. Marty, he has 2 grapes. That's a shame. And he doesn't need them. Maybe he'll start filling in this. Yeah, he'll go for this. And the leftover donkey, he will use as a hat, and he'll move up the track and get another disc. So he's back up to 4 as well. Marty's the first player. Roll the dice. And he will definitely take the hat. I will take the pig. Oh, that shouldn't be on there. Marty will take the money. No, he'll take this. He'd like 2 olives. And I suppose I'll take the money away. So I don't care about having these. Yeah, I'll take the money. Which means we both get these. So for Marty, he could do his thing down here. But if he does overseas trading, which I think he'll do that, he'll turn the wheat into an olive. He'll do overseas trading with the 3, which means he gets a commodity. And he gets a hat for completing the overseas trading. He has another hat to use, but he's going to use that down here. And then he'll use his commodity as a pig and grab another helper. And his helper is going to be complete the carts in any order. So hopefully he can just throw things onto this cart and make it complete. As for me, I am turning this coin into a pig. I'll use the roof tile for another pig. So I've got 3 there. I can cross that off and get a commodity. Then I have an olive and a wheat. I think I will use the olive in the warehouse, which means I get a coin now to use somewhere. I will use it for this last roof tile here, start that off. And now I just have a wheat. I think I've already used my movement, so that's just going to go in the warehouse. But I am set up for another free money, hopefully. So I'm the first player. Roll the dice. And I will take the hat to try and catch up on the track a little bit. Marty will take the donkey because then he doesn't care. He can use that as a hat. And then we get a lot of wheat and olives. And I only get to pick 1 of each dice because I only have these discs. So I could take wheat, but I still couldn't get the actually, I have a commodity. So I'll take 2 wheat, and then I have the commodity to get 3 and do the overseas shipping. That's okay. Marty can take donkey, and then he could have 1 of each, and then something else for the second dice. He'll take 2 olives. So I will use the 2 wheat and a commodity to do this overseas order, and I get a commodity for that. I will use the hat on the track. And should I use the commodity for anything? I think I'll save it again. Although I haven't got many discs, have I? I think I'll just use it up as an olive, and then that completes a column, so I get a coin, and I'll put that up there. Marty is going to use the 2 olives down here. Boom, boom. Then he will use the donkey as a hat. And the wheat can go here because he can do this in any order now. Okay, Marty's the start player. Let's roll the dice for this. And he'll snatch the hat away. I want money, so pigs could be good for that. Marty will take this because he'll end up with a pig anyway. So I just have 3 pigs, and I don't need 3 pigs because I've already done the overseas thing for it. Oh dear, maybe that wasn't a great choice. Hats, and 1 of each of those, and he gets a pig. So he's going to turn the pig into a money, and use it there, and use the hat there, and use the wheat there. So he's going to get to put another disc on there. That's very worrying. And the olive can go there for the helper. I think I'm actually playing well for Marty for a change. So he uses a disc. Let's see, he's done 2 of those. He's done nothing in the warehouses though, so I suppose he'll take that. It's worth more to him than the other spaces. As for me, I just have 3 pigs. I will turn 1 of the pigs into a coin so that I can finish this roof tile. Well, actually, it would be better to turn the pig into a donkey, and then I'll use a pig and a donkey to cross these off. because completing the column gives me the coin that I crossed off there. I get 1 discount. So now I get my final roof tile. So I can either choose 2 movement or a commodity. Let's grab a commodity. And I have 1 pig left over. Let's try and get this helper before the end. I could use the commodity. I don't think the game's over just yet, though. I'll save it. Okay, I am the first player now. I roll a dice, yes, because I'm the first player. Okay, I could take... I'm going to take money, I think. Marty will take the hat. He just wants to race up that track now. I'll take the other money then. And then Marty will take donkey. So pig for both of us. So I have money, money, pig. Oh, that's quite nice. That's worked out well. And Marty has hat, donkey, pig. So I am going to just straight away turn the pig into a coin. Cross this off. Get a commodity. And I'm just going to use that commodity and grab an olive. The helper I pick is going to be... See, I'm not too bothered about these. I could use commodities as hats. That could be useful to try and catch up. And I think I'll leave that there. Marty will use the pig there. And he'll use the donkey as a hat and get 2 movement on here. He gets his last disc and he is 2 away from ending the game. He's the start player. Roll the dice and let's see. He wants a coin, definitely. But more than the coin, he wants to just end the game. He's going to take the hat, which means I have to take the donkey away from him so he doesn't just use that. Even though I really don't care about having a donkey. Then he'll take the coin so he can complete that helper. I will take a coin as well, and then we both get a grape. So I have donkey, coin, grape. Marty has hat, coin, grape. So he'll use the coin there so he can get the helper at the end of the round. The grape he will just put in his warehouse. And the hat he's going to move yet again. And for me, I will use the coin there. The grape, I don't know. The grape I will just put in the warehouse. Maybe I can fill up another column. The donkey I will turn into a pig and cross that off there. I think that's it. So I am first again. I roll the dice. And, oh dear, I can't stop Marty from getting a donkey. So what's the best thing I can do? I can't even get an olive. Oh, Marty should have a helper, shouldn't he? What does he want? He doesn't really mind. He'll just take this one. Maybe he'll do some more overseas trading. Let's see, I will take the donkey. But Marty is going to take the donkey as well to be able to do the hat and end the game. I'll take the money then. Actually, I can't do anything with money, can I? I can turn it into things. Yeah, maybe that's the best thing to do. I'll take the money. And then we each get grapes. So I have donkey, money, grape. Marty has donkey, grape, grape. So I will use this commodity as an olive and cross this off there. I'll turn the money into a pig, so I can cross off a column of the stable with the pig and the donkey. I do get a money to spend, but it's just going to waste, I'm afraid. There's nowhere I can put money. And the grape is just going to have to go to waste in the warehouse. And I do get a helper. I don't think it's going to help me much. Let's just take this one and I can copy one of Marty's powers. Maybe I should have done this ages ago. It does rob me of another disc though, yet another disc. I will copy the one that lets me use donkeys as hats. So Marty has 2 grapes and no use for them, but he's going to use the donkey as the hat and move into the final space. Then grapes, even switching things around, I don't think he can do much. No, he'll just put a grape there and just there. There's no point using powers or anything because I don't think anything matters now. So that is it. The round that someone reaches the end of the siesta track is the end of the game. So I will grab the nice score sheet that comes with the game. And even though it's the German version, the score sheet is in both languages. And you can see how we got on in our last game here. 62 to 68. Marty's playing this time. So, roofs. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 13 from roofs. Marty gets 2. Did not go for roofs. Helpers. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As does Marty. Long distance trade. I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Marty gets 4. Warehouse and stable, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 for completed columns. Marty doesn't get anything. He didn't actually do a column. Market barrows, I get 7 for that completed one. Marty, though, gets 5 plus 5 plus 9. Oh, dear. Siesta track, Marty is all the way up, so he gets 12 points. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's awful. And in the market, Marty gets, let's see, a point for every disc he has on hand. He has 4. A point for every helper, that's 6. So 10 altogether. And he did 2 overseas trading, so 12 more points. I just get an extra point for every roof tile, so I get 6. And I do not have much hope for myself here. Oh, there we go. It's closer than I thought, 50 to 54. So Marty wins it with all those bonuses and market carts and things, but it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. This is actually quite different to the games we've had of this. But if you would like to know what I think, then you can click the link on the screen. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye.